Hey everybody, it's Paul, 125 Roller Coaster Challenge, and we are here at Hurricane Harbor in Jackson, New Jersey. So basically it's part of the, for lack of a better word, it's actually part of Great Adventure, but it is a separate park. It's actually a separate entrance for this. So we're going to do a complete walkthrough. We did this about 2 years ago, and we usually don't do one so soon afterwards, but when we went and did the walkthrough the last time, we were literally in the middle of a rainstorm. So we felt like this park, being the 25th of the year, we deserved its own thing. So here's the passage to Hurricane Harbor, and the first thing you're going to see is the lazy river. Now, this is at the end of the season. It's the Wednesday before Memorial Day, Labor Day actually. So some things are going to be open, some things are not, and the crowd's going to be very minimal. So we're going to be able to show you all the water attractions without too many headaches here. But all in all, like I said, this is a great water park, and we're going to show you everything this park has to offer here. So now when you walk in here, the first thing you're going to do is go to Island Traders. And later on today, I'm actually going to be doing the merch and stuff. Because we didn't do that last time. I think last time we were here, we did a rainy unplugged, we did a rainy explore, and we did let's eat. So today I'm here to knock out merch, this explore, and actually I'm here to actually play today too, so which is always fun. But as soon as you come in, this is the main hub area here, and right there is Island Traders, which is the main store. And first thing I definitely want to show you is it's not a Hurricane Harbor without a shark. Every Hurricane Harbor's got a shark that's hanging there. So this is our third or fourth one of the year, Hurricane Harbor. So I'm going to show that, but what we're going to do is, right there's Island Traders, which is their main, it's a big bright sunny day, so you're going to have some shade and you're going to have some sun. So we're going to keep it right about here. I always love this with Hurricane Harbors. They always have the atmospheric rock. With the forecast for the day. So if it's sunny, the rock is hot and dry. If it's rainy, the rock is wet and shiny, which it was last time. Snow, well, cold and white. And hurricane, hold on to the rock. And to be honest with you, that is a giant rock they have here. So I definitely hang on to it here, but we're going to go to the right. So that's where we just came from. So we're going to head over here to the right, and we're going to walk around the entire park here and show you all the attractions. So like I said, this is Labor Day weekend here, so a lot of the schools I know in my area in Pennsylvania are already back. So I'm looking forward to actually enjoying this water park and not having giant crowds. We also came on a Wednesday. This is, I believe, in 5 days this park will be closed for the season. So yeah, might as well get the last couple water parks in there. No diving, shallow water, but that's how you enter the lazy river. But as you can tell, the lazy river is closed today. But this one looks like a pretty cool lazy river because they got those water fountains shooting out there. So that's a neat little feature there. And we're going to walk all the way over here. We're going to show you this slide tower. Now, usually with 2 years, we usually do a what's new. But to be honest with you, I don't come to this park often. So I really don't know, in particular, what is new and what's not. So for me, it was one of those things where it's made more sense to do a brand new explore. So over here is a tube tower, and this one looks fairly new. Big bright colors with the green, the blue, the yellow, and the red there. Now temperature wise, it's about 75 degrees. Here comes one of the rafts coming in. It's about 75 degrees, so probably pretty close to the water temperature. So I am looking forward to it. Here comes somebody coming down in yellow, a double tube. So there we go. So I'm going to wander over here real quick here to see what the name of this is. But man, they look fairly new. And actually, when you go up there, if you look at the green tube, there's actually a waterfall halfway through it. So that's pretty nice. I like that. So right here's the main entrance to it. And it's called the Winds. And I like this because they all have different names. So you've got Boris, which is north wind, Eurus, which is east wind, Norris, which is the south wind, and then Zephyrus, which is the west wind. So it's actually a pretty neat concept here. So this looks like it's a fairly new slide tower. Let us know in the comment section if it is. But this is called the Winds, and this is the only thing down here. So we're going to turn around and we're going to head back over this way. But all in all, that looks like a really nice slide tower. I definitely am looking forward to riding that today. It was funny because we've done a lot of water parks this year. So our goal was to do small parks and water parks. and I realized there's very few that I actually played on today. I did Sahara Sam's, I got to play a little bit there, but Crocodile Cove at Lake Compounce I didn't get to. Island Water Park I didn't get to play or anything like that. So with the season ending, I am definitely looking forward to playing a little bit today after we do the Explore and do the couple things we need to do. So this is called Discovery Bay, and this is the splash zone. And there's the Dippin' Dots, because we don't show you everything here, but so it looks like over here you got two body slides that are connected into a pool. I always love it if you watch our channel, especially this year when we talk about water parks. We love it when they go into a pool. So this is nice right here. I don't see anybody coming down here, but that's definitely kind of nice there. And over here, this is the splash zone with all the little bubbles there. You got the bucket there that's going to shoot down. Not as vast as I would expect. The one over at Darien Lake is a lot larger and stuff, but let's see that bucket get ready to go here. I haven't seen anybody on this tube, so it is a definitely a slower day there. There's a kid in orange ready to get dumped on. But this has a lot of neat little things going on here, so hopefully we can see that bucket come down in a second. And we pause it until I see it go. So I kind of paused it for about a minute and a half, and that kid is still waiting. So I'm very impressed with his determination here. But it is neat because it is making a clanking noise there. If you can see over by the right-hand side of the bucket, there's a little spin wheel there, and it kind of clicks the little cowbell there. So kid is definitely getting anxious. I'm getting anxious too. You figure it'll eventually dump. But over there is a nice little little splash area for the kids too. I wonder how full this is going to get once it dumps. But yeah, this is kind of crazy how long it takes for this bucket. It's like a 5-10 minute bucket, I guess. But I am determined, people. So I'm going to pause it again until we get it. All right, another minute has gone by. This is the longest bucket to fill that I have ever seen, and the kid's still hanging on. So I give him credit there. It looks like it's leaning a little bit now, so hopefully it goes. But this is definitely, I don't know if it's, is it a trick bucket where the water just shoots out the bottom? Who knows? But I think it did move a little bit, so hopefully soon this bucket will go off. It has been at least 3-4 minutes of almost 5 minutes of me waiting for this bucket. And yeah, I'm all for having long videos, but I would like the videos to be entertaining. So it definitely is leaning now, and there's got to be, I mean, it looks like there's water pouring in there. So here it goes. It is moving now. It is moving. It's funny that when it moves, it's such a slow creep, but it definitely is on a different angle. Nobody has gone through the body slides, by the way, during that whole time. So this is definitely going to be a good day for me to go. But here it comes. Here it comes. You can see it. It's tilting. Here we go. And it only did like half the bucket, but so that's the bucket there. And here's the other part of Discovery Cove. We have a nice little splash area here. There's a small bucket over there, which isn't as slow, but so that was the splash zone. But over here is the other part of Discovery Cove with the water things here. Got a lot of water jets, so if you want to get wet, you want to cool off, this is where you want to go. And of course, I'll be coming back here to get a picture of that because that is very picturesque. But trying to stay dry is kind of tough here. So, but here is the whole Discovery Cove right here. Good little view of it there. So you got the front part there with the 3-foot pool, and then you have all the splash amenities in the back there. So that's how that works there. So now we're going to wrap around this side here. We'll show you a little bit more of this, and then we're going to go into the next section, which is Discovery. Well, actually, it is Discovery Bay. So, but I do like the fact that it has a lot of different subdivisions here. So you got this area right here, and over here you got another one too. So as you know, Great Adventure is one of the larger parks that they have here. So they definitely need a large splash zone. So this is Discovery Bay. So let's head over to the next section. Oh, look at this. They got the little, oh, the little guy went. The little bucket went. I missed it. Sorry. But they got the little tikis here that actually get you wet too, which is kind of a cute little edition. I have to walk all the way over here so I don't get wet by the tikis, but over here is the Coca-Cola station. And then over here is some of their main food areas here, the Blue Lagoon Cafe and Primo Pizzeria. So if you want to know all the food options that they have here, definitely make sure you check out our Let's Eat. That has not changed at all. Prices might have changed a little bit there, but food-wise, it's pretty much the same. And like I said, when we came in, we went on the right-hand side. Blue Lagoon Cafe, I think, is probably one of the better places to go there. They got chicken Caesar salads and grandma's cookies and stuff. Over here is where you can get your cabanas for the day. Cabana Cove. And now we're going to head over here. So we did that whole outer section there. So now we're kind of more towards the middle of the park. And we'll show you this area over here. It looks like this is going to be the wave pool here. Yep, this is the wave pool with all the wave jackets. It's called the Blue Lagoon. So the restaurant is also named after this. So now I'm going to use my film. So let's show you this real quick here. One of the best things about this is over there you got the cabanas, but look at that ship in the front. That is awesome. So for a wave pool, it's always great to have a good focal section there. And let me zoom in real quick here. That giant ship is really cool. So I'm very impressed with the giant ship. Haven't seen one like that for a while, so it's nice to see that. But it looks like the waves are pretty steady here. And this is where pretty much everybody is right now, is the wave pool, because the rest of the park looks pretty dead. But over here's cabanas, and there's cabanas on the other side too. So I'm gonna head over here real quick, see what else is out this way. I think this is a dead end over here. Yep, this is all chairs, and you got a VIP section back there, which is also very nice. I know my Diamond Elite VIP gets me that, but so that's the wave pool area, the Blue Lagoon. And now we're going to head over here towards the middle of the park. And they got a lot of life jackets everywhere, anywhere you can return the life jackets. So. All right. So here's more of the lazy river. And over there, that's where we came in. So that is the path. So if we didn't go towards the splash zone, this is where we would have turned. But right here's the lazy river. Like I said, that's closed today, but there's a lot of bridges to go over and a lot of water attractions. So, and there's also two entrances. There's one towards the front, but this is also another entrance back here to the lazy river, which is roped off. And this one's called Take-Easy Creek. Take-Easy Creek. So if you're interested in that, that's what it is. All right, so let's head over here. We're going to head over towards the outer side like we've been doing. We're about halfway done with this walkthrough. If you go over here, here's a map, so it shows you kind of where we're at, where the lazy river is. But if you like what we do, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And in particular, oh, here's Hot Tropics. That's going to be another one for merch. But the other thing too is we do have a membership, and we decided that instead of having all the different tiers of the memberships, here's the Boathouse Refreshments, which is closed today, but that's where you can fill up your drink cups. All the tiers, all the different things, if you want the exclusive videos and all that stuff, that is basically $1.99 now. So we don't have the tiers, everything's $1.99. So you get exclusive videos, you get 2 to 3 days in advance for the full-length videos and everything. So right over here, this is the wave pool again, Blue Lagoon. Give you a different angle of that. And over here, this is a VIP section here, where you can grab chairs and stuff for Diamond Elite VIPs and all that kind of stuff. And of course, over here's a restroom, because sometimes you got to go. But yep, like I said, this is the Wednesday before it closes for the season, so a lot of the places are probably gearing up for one last, literally one last splash. So now over here, this is a slide tower, which I'm really bummed that this is not going, mainly because of the fact that it's body slides. Now it is going into the troughs, but still, I love body slides, and I love the cliff. I've always been a big fan of the cliffs, and that is fantastic. I love that drop. And the other ones, it looks like they're nice little body tubes, so it is a bummer, but let's see what the name of this is, because we're here to show you everything. And right there, that's how you get to Great Adventure. That's the main road right there. So this is right on the edge here. And this is called the Falls. And they have Wahine, Cannonball, and Juraimo. So I wonder who names these things, because they got some interesting names. But that is a pretty nice slide tower. Too bad it's not going today. But like I said, it is a Wednesday. So, and you also got to realize the staffing is probably a lot lower than it should be because of kids going back to school and stuff. So over here is a Diamond Elite VIP pass holder seating area. So there is a Diamond Elite VIP area over there for people to enjoy. And over here, this is Calypso Grill. Like I said, this is basically a typical food stand that they have, but let's show you this real quick here. Unlike Water Country USA, the signage here is a little tough to find, so, but you got a whole seating area back there, Diamond Elite VIP, so that's where I'm going to drop my bag later on today. But here is a swimming pool right here in the middle, and it is just a standard swimming pool. The only function that they got there is in the middle. They got the water pouring on that guy. So, and if I see the name, I will let you know. And over there is Calypso Grill. And over here is Sips and Slide, where you can actually buy some beer. They have different cocktails and stuff, and chips and stuff. Let me ask real quick. Excuse me, miss, what's the name of that attraction right there? That's not the wave pool. Calypso, okay. Calypso Springs, that's what that one is right there. So that was sense. They got the little seating areas here. So now we're over on the right side of the park. So like I said, for a Hurricane Harbor, it's a little bit smaller than most. But yet again, it is pretty nice. So this is a Tornado. And it's a funnel, guys. It's the one where you go to the top, you shoot down, and then you kind of funnel up and down there. So most of these are called the Tornado, and I'm glad to see they kept the name for this one too. Let me brighten up just a little bit there so you can see the signage. And over here is yet another entrance to the Takiezi Creek. So, and Calypso Springs. So it wasn't Cove, it was Springs. So that was the name of the swimming pool there. But yeah, this Lazy River is definitely closed today. They do have lifeguards all stationed there so people don't sneak in. But and over here, some more squirt things. They do have a lot of sport areas, which are kind of nice too. Now it looks like we're getting towards the main area where they have their slides. So we're going to take it over here real quick. So this is how you get into the Tornado. And then right here is Bada Boom, which we're in Jersey, guys. That makes sense here. But here's the Tornado. It's a good view of it right here. Later on, I'm going to be doing shorts and all that kind of stuff there before I play. So we'll be doing individuals here. But this is the Bada Bing, Bada Boom. And let me show you this real quick here. I believe it's rafts. Yep, it looks like it's rafts. And this one you can tell is an older slide tower. You've got the orange, you got the purple one, you got the light blue. I like how all of them have a waterfall that hits you as soon as you go out. Boom. There goes people right here. And the pool, I love pools. So the fact that this is all in pools is really nice. So, like I said, all in all, it looks like the purple one is the dark tube. All of them look like they're dark, so, but here you got some water functions. One thing I could definitely say this year is when I was here before, it wasn't as bright and vibrant. So they definitely did a lot of painting that's in since the last time I was here. Tornado looks a little faded, but the rest of them look really brightly colored and stuff, which is always nice to see that they're taking care of stuff. And of course, it is a bright day, so we're always going to be dealing with the trying to get all the lighting right, but it is what it is. Let's see what's over here. So over here is another slide tower. Let's see which one this one is. So that's Bada Bing, Bada Boom right there, and then Tornado's over here. So this is another raft ride right over this way. This one looks like open, so while this one is closed, and that's Bada Bing, Bada Boom, so you can see it. This one over here, these are the more open slides. And let's see if they have a name for it. This one's called Hurricane Mountain Tubes. So these are slides right here. This is probably one of the bigger complexes they have. And the water is neat because it's like 4 feet, 2 feet, 1 feet. So, but it looks like the one on the right, the maroon one, is closed. You got a nice little drop on the orange one there. And then the intermediate one is the yellow. Trying to see if anybody's coming through. Oh, there's somebody over there on the blue side. So Looks like they're mirrors. That one had a double hump over there. Let me brighten this up just a little bit for you guys. Yeah, I was hoping to see somebody come down in the orange. We are definitely not timing this perfect like we do with other ones, but let's go see over here. And these are, so you have a green one over here. The blue one's got the little bunny hop, and then you've got the purple one that's just as good. So yeah, it's a really slow day because there's not a lot of people coming down, but like I said, this is probably the biggest tower complex here. Wow, water actually shoots out over onto that roof. That's kind of a neat little concept, but so take your pick. Which one's going? All right, here comes, that's a big raft there. Boom. So that's the green one there. And let's see if we can get one more. I think the green one was the one that actually knocked the water onto the roof and stuff, but on all this is the mountain area here. And then over here, they've got a few little things here. So this one is called Big Boma's Raft Runner. And this is the one that had the giant rafts. And here you got two of them there. So you got one that's open, and then you got the other one there that is closed. But this is called Big Bomba Raft and Raft Runner. So one is Raft Runner and the other one's Big Bomba. So I'm thinking probably the orange one is Big Bomba. But these are the ones where you basically have these giant rafts with 5, 6, 7 people and you go flying down. It's always a cool little concept here. Yet again, not many people flying down these things today. There it is, a slower day. But it is good to see that they got all the, I think there's only one tube that wasn't going today. So that's a win actually. So, but yep, doesn't look like anybody's coming down here. So, oh, I hear screaming. I hear screaming. There they come. You can hear the screams. So there you go. So that is that one. And when you come over this way, this is where you got the Big Wave Racer. And this was new. When we were here last time, this was not here. So Big Wave Racer is one of the newer things, which is a mat slide, which is always good to see the mat slides. Here comes somebody right there. And I like how they intertwine, so you're kind of going in and out, in and out. So this is one of the newer attractions. So if you watch their old Explorer, oh, here's another one, here's another one. There we go. And then last but not least, I want to show you Splash Island, which was also brand new when we were coming here. So as we come over here, this was a new section too. And this had a couple of things. I like the way they named the different slides and stuff like that. They got Rip Curl, they got Shark Attack, Jellyfish Twist, Stingray Racer, Splash and Seal, and Cowabunga. And right here's that lazy river again, to give you an idea. But wow, there's a lot of people in line for this one here. So let's head over here and show you what we got. Yet again, bummer that the lazy river is not going, because it looks like the lazy river would have been a lot of fun today. So this is a whole new concept area right here. So this is why we did the new Explorer, because I knew they were building this when we were here. So here's all the different slides. And you look up there, that's the Mat Racers. So here you just get in line and you have like a little funnel. You have this guy here. So here's the thing. So it's a kids area, but it's kind of a fun kids area. There you go. Here they go through the little baby funnel. There's a little sliding board. Come over here, you got the two twists, more sliding boards and stuff like that. And then over here you've got the a splash pad. So this is a little bit more modern than the other one. The other one's a lot more family friendly. This one is a lot more kids friendly of a splash pad. But you got little slides here. There's a little baby slide there. This one looks pretty good. You got a blue one, and you got the blue and white one there. Let me brighten up just a little bit here. And this is how it takes you to Cowabunga, Splash and Seal, Jellyfish Twist, and Stingray. So these four over here. Oh, we missed a bucket. This one seems to be a lot quicker of a bucket though. But over here, like I said, this is Cowabunga, Splash and Seal, Jellyfish Twist, and Stingray Racers are right here. Yeah, this is definitely a lot newer and stuff, which is nice. And this is where a lot of the crowd is, as you can tell. But there's the bucket. It seems like that bucket's a lot quicker than the other ones. So this is perfect for kids. While the other one was probably for kids and adults, this one is a lot more solid for everybody. And you got two slides over here. You got the yellow and blue, and you got a magenta one. Maybe periwinkle on that end here. But yeah, this is a really nice splash zone. So like I said, this was all new for the year before. So they definitely did add some stuff here. So I think this is when Six Flags was in charge. So that's why this was there. Little kid coming through, boom. But this is all for little kids. This whole section here, the splash zone. But all in all, that little girl's waiting for the bucket. Let's see if we can catch this bucket, because we did not. The other one took forever. Hopefully this one's a little bit quicker. But all in all, like I said, this is beautiful. Let us know what you think of this area in the comment section. But this is where everybody is today, because I guess most of these kids are preschool. And I also don't know if the kids are back from Jersey, but I definitely know in Pennsylvania all the kids are back, and at least down south too. So let's see if we can get one more good bucket drop. It's leaning, but we learned earlier that leaning doesn't mean it's going to do it. This does seem to be a faster load though. But yeah, all these different slides and all that kind of stuff here. So when you go to the right hand side, when you come in there, it's a little bit more boring, but when you come to the left hand side, my God, they definitely invested a lot of money into it and stuff. So it looks like it's tilting. It looks like it's tilting. Could it actually dump sometime today? It's tilting. Here it comes. There we go. And the little kid's about to get crushed. There we go. So that's the splash zone over here. Now we're going to head back towards the front of the park. But this is definitely for the kids, which is nice, because I was wondering where the crowds were today, and now I know. So, and of course you got different dots right here, which is always nice. And we're going to go across this bridge here, which yet again goes around the lazy river. I'm so bummed that the lazy river is not going, because there are so many entrances to the lazy river, which I really like. So, but it makes sense that the lazy river, is busy there. Now right in front of me is called Polly's Pub, which is, let me make this a little bit darker. Polly's Pub, which is a bar, and you also check in here to get your cabanas for the Splash Island. So it's multi there. I love the tables and stuff like that, the Adirondack chairs. And then over here is the bathhouses, where you can go get changed and stuff like that, the dressing rooms. So now we are almost back to the front here. So right there's Island Trader. So if you remember, that's where we started. Over here is Paradise Grill, and they got the Krabby fries here and stuff like that. So burgers, fries, and all that. So we are back here at the main walk-in to the entrance. So like I said, if you go straight, it takes you right to the that path over there takes you right to the wave pool. And there's something over here. So let's show you over this. We want to show you every inch of this park. So there's Island Drinks right here. So you can go there and get yourself adult beverages. And over here is the Funnel Cake Factory, which is a huge building for the Funnel Cake Factory. So, but right here's the bathhouses and stuff like that. And right over there, that's Calypso, Calypso Springs, over that way. And if you head over this way, there is another bar that we didn't see before. This is the Funnel Cakes right here. Here's Aqua Shoes. So if you need Aqua Shoes, that's where you would go. And over here is Island Temptation, which is another cocktail bar, which is always, it's always good to find a cocktail bar. Now this is coming back to me. I remember getting drenched and running. This is where I kind of hid when the rain hit last time. So, but you come over this way. This is the lockers, the women's room and stuff like that. And then that takes you right there's a Rita's, which you didn't see before. And right there's the Blue Lagoon Cafe, which is takes you over to the wave pool. So we're going to start walking out the front. So you've basically seen every inch of Hurricane Harbor, New Jersey, or Jackson. They kind of go by both names here. What was your favorite slide tower? Did you have a particular one you liked? Let us know in the comments section. Also, remember that if you want to see more on Hurricane Harbor, New Jersey, basically all you have to do is go to the playlist, which will be at the end of this. You can see the Let's Eat, the merch, and everything else that we do here. All the shorts, they're all going to be on that playlist. So if you want more information on Hurricane Harbor, New Jersey, that's where you want to go. And you know what, looking over real quick there, it looks like there's a video that the algorithm thinks that you're going to love. So why don't you prove them right or prove them wrong by hitting it. And once again, can't wait to see you in the queue in 2026, because 2025 is ending soon.